The Hidden Temple. With your guide, Kirk.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Channel Sean. We're keeping the Summer of Slime train firmly on the tracks, and it's time for another Slime Time Friday.
I don't know. I don't know.
Usually on the show, we are watching preteens absolutely crumble under the pressure of a foam rock or get completely lost in a 3-foot crawl space. But every once in a while, Olmec actually drafts a ringer. And today we're opening the vault on Legends of the Hidden Temple, Season 1, Episode 9.
The Legend of the Star of Sultan Saladin.
Talking about one of the most efficient, ruthless, and dominant temple runs of the entire first season.
Dominate!
This is the episode where one player puts the entire team on her back, ignores the panic, and makes absolute Nickelodeon history. Lock in your pens, people. Let's get into it. We kick things off with the moat, and the setup this week is to swim the rope over crossing. Here's how it works. When Kurt Fogg blows a whistle, the first partner from each team has to grab a rope and swim across the water as fast as they possibly can. Once they get out, they have to physically wrap the base of their rope around a pole, pull it down, sit down, and brace it with their feet. Then the second partner grabs the upper rope and basically walks themselves across the lower rope like a tightrope.
Oh, do they have their ropes tight enough? The Blue Barracudas are out fast. They got...
It requires an insane amount of trust and upper body strength. You have kids violently flailing in the water and ropes sagging under the weight. But pushing through the chaos, 4 teams successfully ring their gongs. Advancing to the steps of knowledge, we have the Blue Barracudas, the Red Jaguars, the Silver Snakes, and the Green Monkeys.
Bye.
Next, we step up to Olmec for our history lesson.
The two greatest warriors of the Crusades were Richard the Lionhearted of England and Saladin, the Sultan of Egypt and Syria. For 2 years, Richard had tried to capture the city of Acre, but the city had held out while Saladin attacked Richard from behind.
Gay!
Olmec's eyes light up and he tells the legend of the Crusades, focusing on 2 greatest warriors of the era, Richard the Lionhearted of England and Sultan Saladin of Egypt and Syria. Olmec explains that after a massive siege of the city of Acre, the 2 leaders finally met face to face to sign a peace treaty.
They came in peace.
As a sign of respect, Saladin presented Richard with a massive, priceless opal known as the Star of Saladin. It is a surprisingly solid history lesson for a Saturday night kids show. The trivia questions fly, the kids stomp on the steps, and when the dust settles, the Red Jaguars, played by Leslie and Tom, and the Silver Snakes, played by Leah and Steve, officially advance to the Temple Games. Alright, into the Temple Games we go, and the matchup here is incredibly close. Game 1 is called Storming Acre on the climbing wall. The kids have to climb to the top of the wall, grab a foam brick, stick it in their helmets, climb back down, and drop it in their basket. It's a pure endurance test. Steve's up for the Silver Snakes and Tom's up for the Red Jaguars. They're moving fast, but Steve manages to just barely edge out Tom, placing 5 bricks in his basket to Tom's 4.
Well, more than you.
I win, you lose!
Winning the first half pennant for the Silver Snakes. Game 2 shifts to the Gathering Crusaders bungee soap ramp. The girls had to climb up the slippery soapy ramp on their knees while attached to a bungee cord, grab it to a soldier, stick it to their helmets, slide it back down to the bucket. It's incredibly difficult to get traction. Leslie manages to get a single soldier in her bucket for the Red Jaguars, while Leah cannot get a grip and scores 0.
North remembers.
The Red Jaguars take the second half pennant. But now we're going into the final game. Both teams are tied with a half pennant each. The final game is called the Finest Warriors, and it's essentially a giant Velcro ball toss. One partner stands on a platform wearing a Velcro shirt, while the other partner grabs balls out of a basket and launches them, trying to stick them to the shirt. The player on the platform is frantically twisting and turning to catch these balls on their chest.
Trying to lean into it. Trying wants to catch it right. The Silver Snakes are on a roll.
It's an absolute shootout. Both teams are firing on all cylinders, but the Silver Snakes lock in at the very end. They beat the Red Jaguars by a single point, 11-10, winning the full pennant. The Silver Snakes are heading into the Temple Run with 1.5 pennants.
The Silver Snakes we have.
Leah, and I'm 13.
And
Steve, and I'm 13.
let's hit.
This is it, the Temple Run, the artifact, the giant opal, and it's hidden in the observatory. Leah enters the temple first for the Silver Snakes. Kurt Fogg yells go, and Leah absolutely blasts through the room.
Do that. Into the pit of despair and up the wall climb. Whoa, she's gonna go down. She's heading for the...
Okay, let's pause for a massive piece of Nickelodeon trivia again. If you watch this episode, you will notice something incredible. Steve never sets foot inside the temple. Why? Because Leah pulls off the very first solo run in the history of the series.
North remembers.
She just blazes through the rooms, doesn't panic, doesn't freeze at the doors. She makes smart decisions, constantly trying the doors that lead directly towards the artifact. She does run into a temple guard, but because they earned that full pennant in the games, she just hands it over, shakes it off, and keeps moving. She climbs into the observatory, rips the Star of Sultan Saladin from its pedestal, and scrambles back through the temple layout.
The three idols. She's heading up for the observatory. I think she's got it. She's got the Star of Sultan. All the doors are...
She bursts through the gates and hits the finish line with a massive 27 seconds left on the clock. It's a total blowout victory.
Time, and she's gonna make it across. She's got it. She made it. She's got the Star of the Sultan of Saladin.
Flawless victory.
And here's another little cool fact for you. Leah Hathaway was actually a bit of a Nickelodeon veteran. Before dominating Olmec's temple, she owned it.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
She had already been a contestant on the Nick game show Get the Picture. She clearly knew how to handle the studio pressure, and it showed. Guys, that run is exactly why we love this show. You want to see the winners, right? When a kid actually knows how to navigate the temple, ignore the pressure, and pull off a solo run.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often. It happens very rarely, but when it happens, it is fucking sweet.
It is genuinely thrilling to watch. Leah cemented herself as an absolute legend of the Hidden Temple. I'm giving the Star of Saladin an elite 10 Velcro Crusaders out of 10. Just on Leah's performance alone. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments, if you had to face a bungee soap ramp, what will be your strategy to actually get some traction? Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Rest up and prepare yourselves, because we're heading right back into the dark next week for Midnight Monday. I'll see you in the next one.